I'm Doug Smith with the America's Best Restaurants Roadshow, and I'm in Port Huron, Michigan at Ann's Diner. Not a typical diner. We're going to try 3 menu items that I promise you are going to blow you away. Why don't you come with me? Let's get back in the kitchen and check it out. All right, we are in the kitchen. It is time to try the food. So, Ann, what are we trying back here?
This is the ultimate sandwich. It's a breakfast sandwich that we kind of put together. We have something similar to this. It's called a bun special, which is on an English muffin, and you get a choice of a fried egg, a choice of meat, and cheese. But it was kind of boring. So we decided to get a deep fried hash brown, and we put it on a pretzel bun, and it just like explodes in your mouth because you got the sweetness of a pretzel bun, and you got the nice and crunchiness of the hash brown. It's just amazing. And you would not believe how many we sell these. They're crazy.
I guess it's time to try it then. Let's give this a shot. Perfect bite size. The hash brown, perfect. That sausage is killer.
Yeah, Dave's sausage. I'm telling you, it's the best sausage there is. And we deep fry it.
Soft. Too. I know.
So it's deep fried, deep fried, and deep fried.
You know the perfect thing about this? It's perfect for on the go too.
Yeah.
Get this, hit the car, rock and roll. This is a 2-biter, by the way. First off, love this. Let's do one more bite. That's killer. Great job on this. I want to hear about your story.
Okay.
So we're gonna hear Ann's story, some background on the restaurant, some background on her, and then we're gonna eat some more. Let's go.
I'm Ann Lage, and I own the restaurant, and I do everything here. I cook, I waitress, food delivery, you name it, cater, I do everything. I'm the third owner of this restaurant. I worked for the original owner in a different restaurant in a different town, and then he came here, opened up this one, and I followed him in 96 and never left. And then he sold it to a waitress, and then that waitress sold it to me. Yeah, I didn't want to have another owner come in and fire the whole staff like the first restaurant did. So I decided to buy it. Plus, at the time, I was working in a factory, and we went from 3 shifts down to 1 shift, and I knew I was going to lose my primary job. So I figured, why not own a restaurant? I'm good at it. Well, when I was in the factory, I used to do like buffets for everybody in work. I'm one of those people who like give. And I feel like at holiday time, people in factories, they don't have family. They don't have that family meal. So I like for Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, I would make a whole spread. Like homemade meatballs, wings, mashed potatoes, all out of my own pocket, and just feed the whole, like my whole shift. And then it's pretty much what I did with here. I just brought in everything that I would do for them and put it into my menu. And then just little by little, people's suggestions and everything. And then and I like my cook in the back, Jackie, she makes a lot of things homemade. She makes the chili homemade, Alfredo, spaghetti sauce. I can go on, everything she makes homemade by scratch. We don't even like ask customers. Customers kind of just know about it, and they're like, here's $20, put it towards the homeless fund. And then you could be a millionaire. You could be Donald Trump, walk into this restaurant and say that, hey, I'm homeless, I have nothing to eat. If there's money in that jar, we'll feed you. That's pretty much how we do it. We don't even ask questions. If you're hungry and there's money in that jar, we're feeding you. And then during the Christmas time, it gets up there. It gets about a little over a couple $1,000. People just give, and then we just give it back to the whoever comes in and wants something to eat. And a lot of times we don't have any money in there. I'll here's some cup of coffee, here's a pony dog, something like that, just to make sure that person doesn't go without something. Especially in the wintertime, it's so cold out here in Michigan. It's brutal. Like we'll get down to -20s, -30s here in January and February. So I'm like, here, you want a coffee?
All right, we've had 1 dish. Now it's time for 2 more. So Ann, again, your menu blows me away. Mom and pop restaurant, you think maybe just burgers, maybe just a wrap. Your menu is expansive. And so we've got 2 dishes here that have interesting little backstory. Let's go with the first one here. What are we looking at, and how did this beast come about?
This is the Landfill Nacho. It was created from two different dishes. I had a new cook who wasn't really paying attention to me. We were really busy that day. I told him to make a salad, a colonial salad, and make a colonial nacho. And I turned around and he threw everything that was supposed to be on the salad onto this nacho. And I was like, all right, I just took it and threw it on the back table, and I was just like, okay, we're just gonna remake this, and send it out. Well, a couple, hour later, actually it was, I walked over the back table, and you're getting hungry, and you're like, I'll eat some of this, and I was like, oh my God, this is the best nacho I've ever tasted in my entire life. And I ate the whole thing. And I ate the whole thing that night. And I'm telling you, it sat there for a good hour before I even ate it too. And it still was so good that we were like, what should we call this thing? And my sister-in-law, Ashley, was like, we'll call it the Landfill Nacho. And that's how it came out. As every single different flavor you can think of is in there. It has jalapenos, banana peppers, ham, bacon, tomatoes, queso cheese.
You can't even describe it. It's just like, it doesn't pop, it explodes. When you look at this diner, there's really that sense of, there's the family, there's the community. You say that oftentimes people come in and they don't even know you're the owner.
Yeah. All the time.
So you've got a team of people here that really make this thing hum. Well, what would you like to say for all the people that help you so that you get to stay behind the scenes to be able to make this thing work?
I would not be able to run this restaurant if it wasn't for half my staff here. Like, I rely on everything on these. There's certain ones that run the restaurant more than I run the restaurant. Like the one that's walking right behind me here pretty soon. Michelle, people come here just to see her.
Now, food-wise, let's talk about this. How in the world do you have a mom-and-pop diner with fettuccine Alfredo that is like homemade?
Well, my nephew Danny, he loves to make homemade stuff. So he would whip stuff up in the kitchen all the time. He always wanted to make something. And I was like, oh, go ahead and make it, Danny. He sees something on Facebook, make it. Well, and then it just took off from there. And me and Jackie, the other main cook in the back, we'll start tweaking it. And then we just came out with that. And that's her personal recipe right there. Homemade chicken Alfredo. And people love that. That's from scratch. That's with heavy whip, real garlic. She'll take real garlic, peel it, chop it down, cream cheese, wine.
That leads me to the other thing that a lot of people probably do not know. You don't have a giant walk-in cooler back there.
No.
So when you have a menu this expansive, the food this good, it's hard to keep all that food in. You're shopping on a daily basis, right? So when you say fresh, this is fresh.
Yes. Yep. Every day, Grandma, she goes shopping, and they know her by name at Gordon's. She is there every single day, 7 days a week. She's at Gordon's or Sam's Club and buying all of our food. We do have a truck that comes every Tuesday and Friday. We have to, the little things you have to go and get every day because we don't have the storage to store. So every day she's got to go and get fresh. We get fresh produce, we get fresh burger, everything. Everything's fresher.
Maybe a lot of people don't know that this is fresh. This is a daily thing that you're going out and you're getting. A completely different concept than what I normally see doing this show. Your overall concept and your menu and your quality, absolute top notch. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. You and I need to toast one more. I still have the rest of this here. Grab one more.
And you gotta find a bunch of stuff on it.
Yes. Toast to you.
Yep.
Toast to you. Come here and check this place out. We're gonna wrap up the episode. So until next time, America's Best Restaurants. You're up in Port Huron, Michigan. You need to check out this place. We're done. One more toast. Boom.